Cristiano Ronaldo wakes up at 4 a.m, trains straight away for 2 hours, he meditates, he reads a whole book, he stretches, and then he has a protein shake with 2 scoops of protein powder. Do you believe me when I say this? No, of course you don't. These famous morning routines you see all over TikTok and YouTube where, a person wakes up at 3:30, runs 2 marathons, works for 2 weeks straight, and then goes to sleep again, are actually quite funny, and obviously you should sort of ignore these unrealistic and stupid morning routines. So let's ignore these and let's actually talk about what a productive and effective morning routine could and should look like for a footballer. According to quite a lot of interviewers and journalists, a majority of all successful people, no matter what field we're talking about, but this is athletes included, a majority of people do actually meditate. Now, am I telling you you must meditate? No, I'm simply suggesting that you should give it a go. But when I mean try, I don't mean do it for 5 minutes on one day and then think, this is worthless, I'm never going to do it again. Actually try and dedicate yourself for the next at least 30 days and try and meditate every single day. If not every day, at least try it 5 times per week. Get out your journal or just a piece of paper and track this habit every single day, like I said, for the next 30 days, and try and be as consistent with it as possible. For the first week, maybe even 2 weeks, you might feel like this is completely pointless, but if you just stick through it and actually try and experiment with it to see if it works for you or not. Here's the video that I used quite a lot. This did help me when I started out. It's just a sort of guided meditation. It's good for breath control, etc., etc. So if you do want to give this a go, I've got the link to this video in the description of this video. Like I said, truly try this out for the next 30 days. Try out different follow-along videos. Don't use this one every single day. Just try and experiment. Be creative with it and see what works for you. Now, after the 30 days, you may think this was, worthless. This didn't work for me. This is no problem at all. You've realized and you've figured out that this doesn't work for you. You no longer need to continue with it. And like I said, you've actually gained the knowledge of knowing what doesn't work for you, which means you're one step closer to knowing what does work for you. Number 2 now is a little different, and that is all about your phone. So quite a lot of people, probably a majority of people nowadays, wake up, the first thing they do is they go on their phone, they browse social media, Instagram, TikTok, they watch a YouTube video straight away. And I'm going to set you the goal of trying to delay this as much as possible. Whether that's half an hour, 2 hours, the more you can delay picking up your phone, the better and more effective and productive your morning will be. Not only your morning, but this will actually go into your whole day. So when you wake up, try and do something productive as soon as possible. If you've got work, get into work as quickly as possible. If you've got school, education, whatever that may be, prepare for that, get ready for that. And like I said, delay going on your phone. The third step can actually help you with the previous step. So this will help you delay getting on your phone straight away, and that is trying to get natural sunlight in as quickly as possible. Now, this is something I struggle with. I know I struggle with this, and I should be better at this, and I'm going to work at actually improving at this. When I wake up, I'm always like, I'm going to try and get some work done ASAP, get it out of the way as early as possible so I can sort of try and enjoy my afternoon by freeing up some time by, getting the more tough tasks out of the way ASAP, which is a good thing to do. But that does take away from a morning walk, which I like to get in as soon as you wake up. If you can, if you have the time, obviously, get out 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it may be. I know during the winter times it's tougher, but, get out of your comfort zone. That will improve you as well. I do not need to tell you about the benefits of getting in some sunlight. Obviously, majority of them are pretty common knowledge, but if you're not aware, I do suggest doing some very light research. It'll take you 5 minutes to find out everything you need, essentially. And that's all the time you need to research to persuade yourself that getting in a morning walk is very beneficial. So those are the 3 main things I would suggest you trying to get into your morning routine. Now I'm going to go through some extras, just some added stuff that you could do. So of course, pretty basic. Hydration, try and get that in early doors as quickly as possible, get some water down you. Equally, you need to fuel up for footballers. A lot of these successful entrepreneurs and business owners and whatnot say, don't have breakfast, skip it. But it's a little different for footballers. We need to fuel up for the day. So if you get good complex carbohydrates in your breakfast, that will set you up for a good day and you'll feel energized throughout your workload. A lot of people ask me if they should stretch first thing in the morning, which is sort of a yes or and no answer. It can be quite awkward. For the people who I work with, I also try and aid their sleep, and by doing that, I make sure that the temperature is lowered either in their flat house or bedroom, wherever they may be, because when you lower the temperature slightly, that does aid your sleep, and when you wake up, this may lead to you feeling a bit cold, nothing like uncomfortable cold, just maybe a few degrees lower than, you know, what your average body temperature would be throughout the day. And during these circumstances, when your body is a little bit cooler, you don't really want to stretch, you want to warm up first. Even when my players do actually ask when they should implement a full longer yoga session, if you will, during their day, I do suggest to them either do a warm-up or even to have a warm shower before, just so your muscles aren't cold. Because if you stretch cold muscles, you obviously have a higher chance of injuring said muscles. So that is the morning routine wrapped up. Let me know what your morning routine looks like. If you did enjoy this video, I'd highly appreciate it if you dropped a like and double checked if you're subscribed. I know a lot of you aren't subscribed, so just have a quick look and please do consider subscribing if you'd like to. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I shall see you in the next one.